Hello P6s and welcome to Literacy Thursday the 11th of February. I hope you are keeping well and staying safe. So, what is in store for our Literacy Thursday? To start off with, if you click on the home page, we are looking at the AR, ER and OR endings for our phonics. So for today's activity, what you need to do is practice the spellings. Maybe get somebody to ask you the more difficult spellings, or maybe you could write down the spellings and highlight the parts of the word that you find difficult. Maybe write them out 3 times, the one that you find trickier. Okay, but practice your spellings ahead of the dictation that we normally have on a Friday. Then, very important, don't forget to spend 10 or 15 minutes reading, whether it be logging onto your bug club or reading your own book. So what is our main activity today? Well, today we're going to revise collective nouns. Remember, collective nouns are groups of things, collection of things, of people, animals, things, as collection of nouns. So, for example, we might have a bunch of grapes, a shoal of fish. Here's one that I learned, a skulk of foxes. So, what is the activity for today? Well, you are going to download a collective noun sheet. And it will look like that. Now, there are 2 levels. There's a high level one and a low level one. So let's see what we've got to do with those. Well, just before we start, remember that sometimes there can be more than one answer. For example, a flock of sheep, or it could be a flock of birds. So flock is a collection of sheep, or it can be birds. Sometimes it also depends on the size of the group of the item. So for example, if the bees are flying in a big group, you'd say a swarm of bees. But if some of the bees are just in their hive, you'd say a hive of bees. So just bear that in mind when you do the sheet. So let's have a look. So for the high level sheet, it says write the correct group term. Use the words in the box. So let's look. Let's start off with monkeys. So you might need to use your dictionary. Okay, so there is opportunity to have a bit of research or maybe even go online and if you're not sure. But what I like to do the ones I know first. And at the end, you might have a few left and you can either look those up or it might make sense. So the first one I'm going to start with is I know it's a shoal of fish. So I write in shoal, and a good tip is then to cross it out. You know you've used it. What other ones do I know? Now remember, you can do this on the sheet, or if you've been working in an English book, you can write it out in your English book. So another one I know is a pups, which is a litter of pups. So I then cross out litter. Right, I'll do one more for you. And let's see. Oh, there we were. The one that I learned myself today was a skulk of foxes. And cross it out. Then do the ones you know, and at the end you might only have a few left, and you can work out which ones. Right, part B. Finish these sentences. So it starts off with the collective noun. So let's say the class of children worked extremely well at their literacy work. So you finish that sentence and then finish off those sentences. And then for part C, you've got to write what are those items. So write a group name for each set of those nouns. So Japan, Ireland, Greenland, France, of course, are countries. So you write in what they are. So that is the high-level sheet for collective nouns. For those who are picking the slightly lower level sheet, very, very similar. Down the left-hand side, it gives you some examples. Some of the work, you'll need to go refer back to the examples. Some of them you might know, or again, you might need to do research. So, part A, write the missing words. You'll find them on the left. So you'll find them in that box there. So try and think of the answer even before you look at the box. So, people. Let me think. Yes, it's a crowd of people, I think. So let me check. Yes, it's a crowd of people. So you would write in crowd. Again, you can do it on the sheet, or if you're working in a book at home, an English book, you can write in your English book. Let's look at another one. Again, do the ones you know. A flock of, now we said it could be flock of birds or it could be a flock of sheep. And we look at the left and say, yes, it's this case, it's birds. Excellent. Right. Now, part B. Rewrite each sentence and fill in the missing word. So, steps. Try and think of it yourself, or maybe out looking at the answers, or maybe look at the answers. Of course, you can refer to the answers, and it's a flight of steps. Then, let's look at this one. Our milk comes from a, now I see cows is not there. So you might have to look it up, or you might know it. And it's, of course, a herd of cows. Our milk comes from a herd of cows at Streamvale Farm. And then, part C, the extension is find out the missing collective nouns for these groups. Again, you might know them, or you might have to research those. But you can use a dictionary, or you can even go online. So, good luck with that. Revision of words you maybe know, or maybe there are some that you've learned. So it's good for the vocabulary. So that is our main activity. Then what is our fun activity to finish? So we've done our collective nouns. Bit of information which I have gone through, but read through that. There are the sheets you download, the high level, low level, and the answers are there as well. And then time for some fun. And the fun activity, if you click here, it's called Octopus Feed. It's a fun game in which you've got to feed the octopus with homophones. And you will be playing maybe against other people or against the computer. So if we click here, there's the game will come up. Click on play and give yourself a name. I'm just going to continue on that. And there is nobody playing, so I'll play against the computer. So what I've got to do is I have got to play. Oh, there I'm playing against the computer. I start the game 3, 2, 1. And what I've got to do is, what is the homophone for 4? Well, of course, it's the number 4. So you click on it. There, of course. There. No, oh, the computer is very quick. You got to be quick. Oh, my goodness me. Nose. Oh, of course, your nose. I, all right. So see how you get on with that. So, have a good day. Try your very best. And remember to email your teacher if you have any queries, or your teacher would love to see your completed work. So have a good day and try your very best.